Imagine a world where the lifeblood of our planet vanishes, a world where the very essence of life, water, is no longer available to sustain us. Rivers, once teeming with life, reduced to dusty scars. These waterways, which once nourished ecosystems and civilizations, now lie barren and lifeless. Oceans vast and endless, now barren plains of salt. The marine life that once thrived in these waters has vanished, leaving behind a desolate expanse. This is Earth without its water, a desolate wasteland, hostile and unforgiving. The landscapes that were once lush and green are now dry and cracked. The once vibrant blue planet now a pale shadow of its former self. From space, Earth looks like a ghost of its former glory, a stark reminder of what we have lost. This is the stark reality we face if we fail to protect our most precious resource. Water scarcity is not just a distant threat, it is a looming crisis that demands our immediate attention. The disappearance of water would be catastrophic. The very essence of life, water sustains every living organism. Without it, plants wither, animals perish, and humans struggle to survive. Without it, our planet would transform into a barren wasteland. The consequences, both immediate and long-term, would be devastating. Desertification would spread and fertile lands would turn to dust. The blue arteries of our planet, the rivers and oceans, are no more. Their absence signifies the end of an era, a time when water was abundant and life flourished. Their absence marks a turning point in Earth's history, a stark reminder of the fragility of our existence. The landscapes we once took for granted are now unrecognizable. This is the beginning of a new era, an era of thirst and desperation, an era where every drop of water is precious and the fight for survival becomes a daily struggle. The impact on Earth's ecosystems would be immediate and devastating. The delicate balance that has sustained life for millions of years would be shattered in an instant. Marine life, from microscopic plankton to majestic whales, would perish within days. The oceans, once teeming with vibrant life, would become vast graveyards, devoid of movement and sound. Coral reefs, vibrant underwater cities, would bleach and crumble. These reefs, which support a quarter of all marine species, would no longer provide shelter or sustenance. Rivers, once teeming with fish and insects, would become silent, their ecosystems collapsing. The freshwater sources that countless species rely on would dry up, leaving behind barren riverbeds. On land, forests would wither and die. The lush canopies that once provided shade and habitat would disappear, leaving behind a desolate landscape. Trees, unable to draw moisture from the ground, would shed their leaves and stand as skeletal monuments to a lost world. The air, once filled with the sounds of rustling leaves and chirping birds, would fall eerily silent. Grasslands would turn to dust bowls, the animals that once roamed them long gone. The rich soil, now exposed to the elements, would erode away, leaving nothing but barren dust. The intricate web of life, delicately balanced over millennia, would unravel with shocking speed. Plants and animals, unable to adapt to the rapid changes, would face extinction. Predators would starve as their prey vanished. The once fierce hunters would become the hunted, struggling to survive in a world without sustenance. Scavengers would be left with nothing to scavenge. The carcasses that once provided their meals would be gone, leaving them to wander aimlessly in search of food, the circle of life broken. The interconnectedness of all living things, a delicate dance of survival, would come to a halt, leaving a world in ruins. The disappearance of water would plunge human society into chaos. Agriculture, the backbone of civilization, would collapse without irrigation. Crops would fail, livestock would perish, and famine would spread across the globe. Cities, once bustling centers of human activity, would become uninhabitable. Water shortages would lead to sanitation problems, spreading diseases with terrifying speed. Social order would break down as people fought for dwindling resources. Industries that rely on water, from manufacturing to energy production, would grind to a halt. Global trade would cease, economies would collapse, and the fabric of modern society would disintegrate. The disappearance of water would have profound effects on our planet's climate. Oceans, vast heat sinks that regulate global temperatures, would be gone. The water cycle, the continuous movement of water between the atmosphere, land, and oceans would be disrupted. Temperatures would soar in the absence of evaporative cooling. Deserts would expand, swallowing once fertile land. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes and droughts would become more frequent and intense. The Earth's delicate climate balance, already strained by human activities, would be thrown into disarray. The consequences would be unpredictable but undoubtedly catastrophic. In this bleak new reality, humanity would face an unprecedented challenge. Survival in a world without water. Adaptation would be key, requiring radical changes in every aspect of our lives. Water conservation would become paramount. We would need to develop new technologies to extract moisture from the air, recycle wastewater, and minimize water usage in every aspect of our lives. Agriculture would have to adapt to arid conditions. Drought-resistant crops, vertical farming, and alternative protein sources would become essential. Food production would be localized, reducing reliance on global supply chains. The disappearance of rivers and oceans would be a stark reminder of the value of water. Imagine a world where the once mighty rivers have turned into mere memories, and the vast oceans have receded into the annals of history. The absence of these water bodies would be a haunting testament to our negligence. A resource we often take for granted would become more precious than gold. Each droplet, shimmering in the sunlight, would be a symbol of hope and survival. The simple act of seeing a water drop would evoke a sense of reverence and gratitude. Every drop would be cherished, every source protected. People would go to great lengths to ensure that not a single drop is wasted. Communities would come together, united by the common goal of preserving this invaluable resource. We would learn to appreciate the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. The sight of animals gathering around a waterhole would remind us of the delicate balance that sustains our planet. Every creature, big or small, plays a role in this intricate web of life. How the fate of a tiny freshwater shrimp is linked to the health of an entire ecosystem. This small creature, often overlooked, is a vital indicator of the water's purity and the ecosystem's well-being. How the water we drink today is the same water that sustained dinosaurs millions of years ago. This continuity connects us to the ancient past, reminding us of the timeless cycle of nature. This profound understanding of water's importance would be a hard-won lesson, but one that would shape humanity's future. It would instill a deep respect for nature and a commitment to safeguarding our planet for generations to come. While the complete disappearance of rivers and oceans is a hypothetical scenario, it serves as a stark warning. Climate change is already having a significant impact on our planet's water resources. Glaciers are melting at an alarming rate, contributing to rising sea levels and threatening coastal communities. Droughts are becoming more frequent and severe, impacting agriculture and displacing millions. We must act now to mitigate the effects of climate change and protect our precious water resources. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, investing in renewable energy, and promoting sustainable water management practices are crucial steps. The future of our planet, indeed the future of humanity, depends on our ability to conserve and protect our water resources. We must act now before it's too late. Support organizations working to protect our oceans and rivers. Educate yourself and others about the importance of water conservation. Make conscious choices in your daily life to reduce your water footprint. Together we can ensure that the lifeblood of our planet continues to flow for generations to come. Let us not allow the hypothetical scenario of a waterless Earth to become our reality.